Hello Kainatis! We have reached the end of the year, but there's still some more stargazing to do, and that's why welcome to In Your Sky for the month of December. 8th of December, you can see Mercury in the morning sky. So last month it was in the evening sky, now it has drifted in the morning sky, and the best time to see it is on 8th of December. So Mercury keeps on shifting. Make sure to catch it on the best days of its visibility whenever possible. Then on the night of 13th and 14th, we have the biggest stargazing event, not just of December, but of the entire year. We have the peak of Geminid's meteor shower. Now, this meteor shower is usually, thought of that it can produce up to 100 shooting stars per hour if you see it from a dark sky or a place which has less light pollution and the sky is clear, no clouds, no lights, no moon. You can use, there are some maps online available called light pollution maps, which can tell you what is the light pollution level of your city or your town. So you can just see which is the minimum number of kilometers in which direction you should travel so that you can reach a place where you can see more number of shooting stars. So stay awake all night. The moon is near its new moon phase. That means you can even see faint meteors. And yeah, if the weather is good, if we don't have any moon and if we have less light pollution, you can see a lot of shooting stars. So pack well, stay warm, because in the Northern Hemisphere, it's going to be really cold around this time of the year. And if you're wondering in which direction you should look, then try to first locate where is the Gemini constellation, because that's where the shooting stars are going to appear to come from. But you don't have to see in the Gemini, you should look around it, because if a meteor just comes straight to you head on, it's going to survive for a very short time and you can't see that streak across the sky. So try to see in all the directions, starting from Gemini, all the constellations around it, and then scanning for that portion of the sky where you can see maximum number of stars, and then just lie down and look up. Then we have on the 21st of December, the December solstice, or in Northern Hemisphere, we call it the winter solstice. Now, this is going to be the longest night of the year for us, and for those people who are living in the Southern Hemisphere, like in Australia or Southern Africa, America, they are going to have the longest day of the year. We both have in the both of the hemispheres different seasons, and they're going to flip. So for us, because this is the longest night of the year, all the upcoming nights are going to be shorter and shorter. The day is going to slowly become warmer, and we will from this day onwards start heading to spring. Then on the 22nd December, we have the Ursiers meteor shower. It's not as spectacular as the Geminids, but it's still a good one. You can see around 10 meteors or shooting stars per hour. It's a smaller one, so you can try to practice. And if you are still on the high from the Geminid's meteor shower, you can just lie down. And again, the moon is not that bright still, so you can catch a few shooting stars. There's going to be another one which is near the end of the year or next year. So yeah, we have so many meteor showers in December and as we go to the next year. So this is just one of those in the middle, not too small but not too big either. Then on 27th December, we have the conjunction of Saturn and Moon. So just like we started the month with the conjunction of Jupiter and the Moon, we are ending the month with another conjunction of Saturn and the Moon. You can see them after the sunset in the western sky, in the evening sky, and enjoy both of the celestial objects with your telescope, binoculars, or just naked eyes alone. It's time for the constellation of the month, and it's the Orion constellation, the most spectacular, popular, and the best constellation out there, the biggest and the grandest. Orion in Hindi is known as Mrig Shirsh, which translates to a deer's head, and in Urdu it's known as Al-Jabbar, which translates to the giant, and in Greek mythology it is known as Orion the hunter. So different cultures saw it in different ways, and it's really popular. You can see the Pleiades, Taurus, Gemini, and all the other winter constellations, but this is of course the best. So try to see the Orion Nebula, which is inside it near the sword of the hunter that we have. And if you see the full moon of this month, which is on 5th of December, you can catch it next to the Orion constellation. So it's going to be a good thing to capture if you are at a dark sky and you can see all the stars of the Orion constellation as well as the moon. So that can be a pretty picture. And that brings us to the end of this episode and the end of this year. I hope The nights are long and clear and cozy for you, and you can do a lot of stargazing. I'll meet you next year. Stay curious and keep looking up. Bye bye, Kainatis.